Davies in the middle. Checks back against Carter and scores. That is atypical for the Amina Margot.
Quickly gets it back again. Oh, what a goal! Well, that sums up her season. The Gunners are WSL champions.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Arsenal versus Leicester preview. How are you both?
Yeah, all good. Ready for the weekend. Back to Meadow Park. So excited.
Can't wait to go to Meadow Park and can't wait to see us win a game again. So here's hoping it's a winning return.
It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. So to let people know, it is tomorrow, Meadow Park, and it is available on Sky. I believe it is a 5:30 kickoff. Someone can
7:30.
7:30. Thank you.
Don't give me a heart attack. I won't get there in time.
And it is the return of former academy player Ruby Mace, who is currently on loan from Man City to Leicester. So it's going to be an interesting game. Adam, your thoughts?
I'm intrigued. I'm excited. I want to. It's been a while since I've been at Meadow Park. I'm trying to mentally remember when. I think, if memory serves me, it's when we saw Katie McCabe score a screamer against Man City, and I think since then, I don't think we've been at the carpet. Bit annoyed it's a Friday night game. Would have liked it to have, been on, given us a bit of rest time after the shenanigans against Wolfsburg. But it is Leicester. I would have said this was an easy game until I saw the fact that they thrashed Liverpool 4-0. I mean, fair play to them. I mean, that's just brilliant. And we saw how well they played against Chelsea for about 45 minutes. So I'm a bit sort of wobbling this one now, but we should have, even with our reduced numbers, we should have enough to win this game. Hopefully Stina's fit. Obviously the quad issue. If not, we got Jodie Taylor. I'm sure we'll get the goals for us if need be.
I saw Jonas say that shoot is available. Ford isn't.
Ford is not available, so it's all on Stina. But we know Stina is red hot at the moment. She's fine. She scores the goal.
As her song goes, she scores the goals. She scores the goals.
I think bigger than the game and the opponent, which obviously we need to win. It's massive. We need the 3 points. We need to give us the best possible chance for finishing well this season. I think what this tonight will be, depending when you listen to this, tomorrow night or tonight. We need to give this team a rousing reception just to emphasise just how much we appreciate what they gave us on Monday, and particularly for players like Lottie Moy, who I know loves Arsenal through and through, is Arsenal through and through, and that would have been a dagger to her heart. Don't want to bring the Champions League up again, but obviously last year she was the hero against Wolfsburg, and we love her for that. And then obviously now a year later she's the villain, and it's all a bit. So I hope we give her that.
I don't think she is the villain for me. She's made a mistake.
She's not.
You can't vilify her. Yeah. You just can't. It's Lotta. She's such a sweet.
She also runs the country, so you can't officially.
And she does bias beers. That should be not forgotten. No, my point was that it was obviously her mistake that led to the.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but you can't vilify her.
No.
I won't have that.
I know that she.
As someone who shares the name, no.
Yeah.
Not going to have it.
As she will fit, she would have obviously naturally felt terrible about it. So I think it's up to us to give her a rousing reception when she's playing, because she's going to be starting every game from now to the end of the season, and we need her to be at her best. And if she plays like she did against Wolfsburg, she'll be amazing, and we'll be absolutely fine. I think it's going to be interesting to see the team we.
Oh, we've lost him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Is there a team that you'd put out, Lottie? I'm not an Adam.
Do you know what? It's really tricky. It's just I have to look at that and think, like, what are we gonna do? I trust Jonas and what he does. In Jonas we trust and all that jazz, but I might Does Michelle Adjiman get her start so we can put Steph Catley back where she should be? As much as I've liked her up on the wing, do you know what I mean? Like, or do we put Catley up front, McKay back on the left wing? What do we do?
Well, Catley was put up front according to the DAZN team sheet back in the first.
Yeah, I know. That's what I found really interesting. But do we see one of our younger players getting the start, like Michelle Adjiman?
I think
that is the question.
She actually
Stina needs to play with someone up top.
She was used. I think she came on as a sub against Leicester in the away game early in the season.
Yes, she did.
I mean, you wonder. You think, well, who would you, if we were to go to back four? So we'd have to go, say, Hafer and Lotta, and then Moritz and Catley or McCabe, and then the midfield you'd have Volti and Ljots and Mornham. Who would you be your third midfielder in there then? And then you'd be having McCabe on the left, Palova on the right, Stina up front. Would you put Adjiman behind Stina? Maybe. It's a good point. Maybe Palova could come central. Maybe Palova could come central and Adjiman could go on the wing on the right instead. And then you could maybe return back to a 4-3-3. If there's any team in the league if you were going to start Adjiman, it would be Leicester City just because of where they are in the league at the moment. So I think that's an interesting idea. But I personally would be surprised if Jonas just stuck with the back three in the same team you put up against Wolfsburg, because that in theory, exhaustion and potential injuries knocks aside, that would be good enough to beat Leicester.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think the last time she came on her debut, it was 4-0 to us, wasn't it?
Beat Leicester and
came on.
Funny
enough, she came on for Lena.
But no, I definitely see. I think Lena and Stina should start together. If I'm honest with you, with Katie. That would be interesting up front to see how they get on together.
So essentially, you'd have Kate on the left wing, Lena on the right, Stina up in the middle, front three of the Frida, Victoria, and Leah in the midfield.
Yeah.
Then obviously Noel Noel right, Steph Catley on the left. It's wonderful.
Steph Catley.
Is wonderful. We'll stop doing that.
That was our favourite the other night, wasn't it?
And then Lotta and Hafer as the centre backs, and then obviously goalkeeper. It's up to you, because at the moment you've got three choices, and one of them has.
I feel like Manu needs a rest for this one. I would throw Sabs in. Just give Manu a rest. I'm so incredibly proud of Manu. She pulled off some absolute worldly saves, but she needs a break. Like, you can see it from the photographs that she's posted on her Instagram. She looks absolutely and utterly defeated, and I don't think it will do her confidence any good.
The emotional drain as well.
Yeah. Yeah, she was crying on her way around. She was in good spirits when she came out, but put Sabs in, move on. Or even Kaylin.
Yeah.
Or even Kaylin. It's Leicester City. No disrespect, Leicester, but
Sabs is good enough against Man City, so she'll be good enough against Leicester.
Exactly.
It's not like it's not like we're going from a Ramsdale to a Matt Turner. No offense to Matt Turner, but Matt Turner is not on the level of Ramsdale. He is a goalkeeping number 2 for a reason. If he played in the cup game,
he is number 2. You're not going to knock Ramsdale off his pedestal. Just like Kaylin. I do think Sabs potentially could.
Sabrina Reeves, she's up there for the Canada World Cup, so she will need game time. I think this is sort of towards the end of the season. This has been agreed that game time between the goalkeepers will be shared. Obviously, Kaylin's not going to be going. The US have way too many goalkeepers. Obviously, most of them will be playing in the NWS.
It would be nice to see her to get some form of minutes, because we haven't seen her at all, if I remember rightly.
One game or 2 games. I think she played 2 games. I think she played against Leeds, and then she played against Zurich in the Champions League. But I'd start Sabs. I'll put Sabs in goal. I think she deserves to have a few games out, because she's basically, we'll talk about the goalkeeper, she's basically just another number 1 keeper. We just got 2, like when we had sort of Lennon and Ramsdale. One of them's got to play, and I think Sabs should get a chance to stick between the sticks. I don't think she'll let us down there. Famous last words, but I think she's a perfectly adequate players to play in there, and just maybe Sabs and Agyman could be starting. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, no, definitely. I am looking forward to this one. It's
Same.
again just being there for the team and just roaring them on. Again, I mean, we're so united as a fan base. I love it.
I do.
Score prediction?
It's bliss. Score predictions. I'm gonna go for the 4-0 again.
Well, I can't do 4-0 because you took it, so I'm gonna have to.
That makes a change. You guys normally get my score predictions, but I do want to know who your goal scorers are. I'm curious.
I'm gonna go. Well, I'm either gonna go 3-0 or 4-1, but I'm assuming then Leicester would score, which isn't great. So I'm gonna go 3-0, and I'm gonna say Stina will score. If Lena starts, I think Lena will score. And I also think Lotte Woodman-Moy will score. I'm going all now. I'm going Frank Lampard here. I'm going all narrative. I'm saying things that happen purely.
I really wouldn't go all narrative. That man hasn't even got his coaching badges.
Well, that's
anyway.
Well, if he thinks that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score against Arsenal because he used to play for them, I think Lotte Woodman-Moy will score against Leicester purely because of what happened against will score against Leicester purely because of what happened against Wolfsburg. I'm going for those vibes and those vibes alone. So I think it'd be Woodman-Moy, Lena, and Stina against Leicester.
Nice.
Interesting. Just to put this out there, Leicester are a bit of a different animal since their January signings. They brought in the Bayern Munich loanee goalkeeper, obviously Rui Mace as well. So it's interesting. It's not the same Leicester that we beat 4-0. That being said,
I do think we have a slight advantage though.
We do have the better players. So
yeah, not just that. Who joined us from Leicester?
So this is even okay. So if we're going down the narrative viewpoint, I mean, it doesn't get any more the fact that Lydia Bedford is taking on the manager who sacked her and then took her job.
Exactly.
So you're thinking Lydia Bedford's going to turn around to Jonas and say, right, this is everything I've got, almost like a spy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To be honest, I wouldn't put it past her.
My theories in my brain, the cogs are turning over. It's possible, is it not?
By that theory, I would probably say, it's going to be 6-0 Arsenal then, and Lydia Bedford's going to come on herself and is going to score a hat-trick.
Well, I'm sat behind the dugout, so I hope things get frosty on the touchline and Bedford and Kirk square up, and see. Well,
Are you having Mourinho and Arsene Wenger flashbacks?
Yes, like pushing and shoving.
I should say Arteta and Jurgen Klopp more recently, actually. To be fair,
Klopp and Tierney, that was
No, if I was being realistic, I'd say 2-0 Arsenal.
Okay, who's your goal scorers?
Yeah, go on.
Stina's going to get one of them.
Big game player.
You know what? I've been giving her a lot of grief because every time she's having shots, she's hitting them straight at the defenders instead of passing forwards. I think she's going to go and score now. Frida Martin.
I think she might as well.
She's due a goal, to be fair. The amount of shots that she's had recently, and it's like...
but don't hit the defenders. That's like rule 1 of shooting.
The thing is, once you score a worldie against Bayern Munich, you sort of feel you can do it every week. If I want to go with another rock, I scored a worldie I scored a defective worldie against Spurs. I scored a worldie against Bayern Munich. I can score worldies for fun. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to get that rocket in the top corner again.
But you do that once a season. You're lucky if we get 2 worldies out of Katie a season. Do you know what I mean? I've only known Katie to do 2 worldies at a time. I haven't known any of the rest of them. Matt and I think Frida's trying to say, it's my turn to do 2 worldies. But Frida, if you've got another worldie in the locker, please do it for me at Friday night. It's my last game I'm going to be able to be at. And I will go absolutely radio rental.
Okay, so this has been a Vic Akers Wonderland, and we would just before we finish, Lottie, would you like to give your Twitter?
If anybody does want to get in touch or even appear on the show, come and find me at Lottie _AWFC. Obviously give us a like, share and subscribe, or even a follow on if you're listening on the audio. And never miss an episode.
And your favourite chant?
Ooh.
Women's chant. No, not
Yeah,
men.
obviously. Come on. I'm not going to say one that you absolutely can't stand.
No, it doesn't matter if I don't like it or not.
Yeah, but you'll let us know.
Yeah, you don't let us forget though. That's the problem.
Doesn't matter.
My
It's got
favourite at the moment. One that I enjoy Steph Catley's one at the moment. That's one of my favourites. I sung that loads. I would have gone for Raffaele, and the fact I know she's better than Millie Bright, so yeah. But I'm gonna go with Steph Catley. It's wonderful. Oh, Steph Catley is wonderful. She's got a left foot like Messi. Oh, Steph Catley is
Wonderful.
Thank you. I was waiting for Matt to finish that, but yeah, come on, Matt, wake up.
That's all right, Adam.
Yeah, you can find me at Adam Salter 4. I am account of many names, depending on whose stocks I'm investing in.
You're invested in Vic at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah. So to preempt your question, because that's where my stocks are. My favourite chant at the moment is the she comes from Amsterdam and she is an Arsenal fan. Victoria Pelova. I have asked Lottie if we can rename this podcast the Vic Pelova Wonderland. She isn't convinced yet, but hopefully with a bit more.
It's actually the first I've heard of this, but okay. Don't make me look like the bad guy. This is the first time I've heard about this, but absolutely no chance. As much as I love Vic.
I should say, on the topic of Vic Akers, I did see him in the director's box, and it's great to see him out about and still supporting the team. It was good. He got a lot of hugs and handshakes from a lot of the likes of Faye White up there and Alex.
The thing is, he's he's retired and he's not around the club anymore, but he'll always be the part of the Arsenal women.
Yeah,
always.
Absolute legend.
And that's one of the main reasons why I've named the podcast after him. I just hope we're doing him a little bit justice. Although I do talk a lot of rubbish half the time.
no more rubbish than we do.
Yeah, but you guys speak facts. That's the difference. I'm an absolute lunatic. So, you know. But someone's got to have that title in our friendship group. So, you know.
I wouldn't say you're a lunatic. I think you're the most passionate of us all, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I'm nuts.
If anyone's a lunatic, it's me. I mean,
you should have.
Yeah, I've never known anyone to do their own commentary while standing in the stands. So
again,
close, not quite.
I told you I'm insane.
No. Honestly, I did not. Honestly, it's so helpful, especially for short people like me. When you've got that tall person in front of you, you're trying to see down the south stand.
Or if you don't, you're not able to see what's going on down the other end of the pitch.
Exactly. It's you're handy. You have your uses.
I do have uses. It does happen occasionally, you know.
Yeah.
So
no, honestly, I don't know. All jokes aside, you are pretty awesome.
So as I am last, so my handle on Twitter is @MattLR28. My favourite chant at the moment is.
Are you going to sing it for us?
You got
to sing it for us because Adam dropped out on his.
You don't have to, Matt. Don't let her bully you. Just because it's her podcast doesn't mean it's her rules. You're hosting it. Host rules.
I'm trying to get Viv Miedema a new chant because we kind of got it started at the Emirates. So there's only one Viv Miedema walking along, singing a song, walking in a Miedema Wonderland. I thought that was very fitting, considering the last person to have that was Mr. Arsenal himself, and gave us so many memories. Dennis Bergkamp, and also we've taken a little bit of Danny at the a Bergkamp Wonderland's structure of everything, the Wonderland and things like that. So I thought it'd be nice to just mention that. So thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you're listening. And maybe you should let us know what your favourite chant is and what your favourite moment of the Champions League was, and anything that you're looking forward to tomorrow as well, or whenever the game was. And perhaps might be able to read them out for you on the next chance of that we have, which I believe will be next Tuesday.
Yeah, we're back on Tuesday. We will be running on time. I do want to apologise to all our listeners and all everyone who tunes in on YouTube. It's just been a busy week after Monday. Needed time to process between the three of us, but more so because the men were playing on Tuesday. And I've been here, there and everywhere on other podcasts. And this was just the best night to do it. But obviously everyone's going to be listening to this before the game, hopefully. If wherever you're watching the game, if you're going to the game, enjoy it. Let's get behind the girls. Let's just get them 3 points.
Yeah.
Come on, you Gunners.